I can do this. Wait. Hi guys, it's Adria and welcome back to my channel. I never really say welcome, but you know what? Welcome back for the heck of it. So today's video is going to be another episode of Ask Adria, where I answer your guys' burning questions. Might need some Vagisil. I have a new camera angle set up. Let me know what you guys think about it. I kind of like this. I should never touch my tripod ever again inappropriately. I kind of wanted to answer more weird questions, so I told you guys I would pick the super weird ones. Maybe I'll throw in some normal, average Joe questions. We'll see. But let's just get into this. I haven't done a Q&A in months. I want to start doing these maybe once a month, like a period. So let's get into this. Allie Woe Becking, I did not say that right, asks, would you rather have screaming nipples or nipples that talk in a foreign language? Brandon and I actually had a whole conversation about this last night. I felt like I wanted my nipples to speak a foreign language because then they could teach me a foreign language, but if they can't speak English, we decided they wouldn't be able to teach me. But I feel like I would still want that though, because that would be cool. What's the most embarrassing moment you've had in the past year? Maybe when I went to a doctor about my digestive issues, and she basically was asking me if I'd taken in the butt, and I didn't understand what she was asking me. She's like, have you ever had any trauma? Whenever I hear trauma, I instantly think, you're a piece of garbage, you'll never amount to anything. I think like emotional trauma. Obviously trauma means more than that, but that's kind of where my mind goes, and I can't think of anything besides that, so I wasn't taking a hint and I didn't know what she meant. I felt bad because I think she was a nice Christian lady and she didn't want to ask me if I've ever put objects in my butt. That was pretty embarrassing. Allie again asks, what do you plan on doing for your 4-year anniversary? Oh, that's great. I feel like we just celebrated our 3-year. Our 3-year was kind of lame though, because we went to see Batman vs. Superman, which was, girl, we all know. I think this year we're gonna go to the beach. We kind of decided on no gifts at the last minute just because of like the break-in in Brandon's car. Like he's been working overtime to like make up for that, and I was like, you know, just don't get me anything. We'll just like spend the day together. I feel like we're both like really cool that way. We don't feel the need to like spoil. I mean, we want to spoil the other person, but I don't think of any less of Brandon for not getting me anything. Like there was a Christmas, he couldn't afford to get me a present. It's not really about that at this point, especially when you've been together for a while. And we might either buy a carrot cake or we might make one. I'm guessing we're probably gonna buy one. I have been wanting a carrot cake so bad recently. The Dark Reptilian Brotherhood asks, what's your opinion on bagged juices? Personally, they gross me out. Like, I already feel gassy like even thinking about them. Those little pouches that are for kids. Because when I worked in a restaurant, I always had to pick those up and they were always like covered in like grease. The thought of drinking juice out of a little pouch, like a bag, or like applesauce and like, I don't know why that makes me so nauseous. I can't be the only one. Does it gross you out too? Like, please let me know. I can't be alone here, but I don't think, like, they always gross me out. If I ever had a kid, they would not be allowed to have those because I'd be like opening it for them and gagging. I'd be like, You should make a video about your first time and if you have any tips on how to make it less awkward, thanks. Are we really asking me for tips to make things less awkward? I think we really are in an alternate universe. Girl, we all know that won't work. Ooh, Blue Octopus asks, if you could have any pet in the world and take proper care of it, what would you have? I would probably pick an elephant. I cannot even tell you how many times I have just cried looking at videos of elephants and baby elephants. If there was a way for me to have one as a pet, I would want that. So many people think I would pick a panda. That's a very predictable answer. Truth be told, my favorite animal isn't really a panda, it's actually elephants. I love elephants. Skeleton Friends asks, is your favorite pie PewDiePie? Yes. I don't like pie. Again, with the texture thing. Mushy stuff is just, It's gotta be ice cream or mashed potatoes, girl. I'd eat me some PewDiePie. He looks delicious. Lizzie Buggy asks, would you rather never have access to the internet or have Nicolas Cage always be within 1 meter of you? I really do enjoy the internet. You know, maybe Nicolas Cage would be my best friend. I'd have to build him a Nicolas Cage to keep him in. Either be my pet or my friend, one or the other. Winter or Summer asks, what's your favorite Mandela effect? I'm kind of boring, but my favorite one is probably the one actually about Nelson Mandela because that's the one that I remember the most. I actually remember learning in school that he died in prison. So to me, that one really kind of spooks me out and makes me feel kind of nauseous. Would you rather experience the beginning of planet Earth or the end of planet Earth? That's a good question. Maybe experiencing the beginning beginning of the world would be kind of cool. I feel like the end would be really kind of scary and depressing, whereas the beginning would be really cool. Fox Ashley, do you believe in the cloning celebrity theories? I don't really know too much about those theories, to be perfectly honest, but as far as cloning goes, I mean, it's definitely possible. Who knows what technology could exist out there that we have no idea about, but it's probably not that likely. Lynn's Love says, what are some of your secret talents or party tricks? Probably that I can do this. I can like touch my other ear. Can you even see me? Okay. It doesn't look that impressive. I've shown you guys how I twist my arm around. I can do this. Wait. Maybe I can't. Oh. Ow. Amelina's fan page asks, pasta or Smarties? Girl! If I had to pick, probably pasta. That girl knows me a little too well. Liz Jones 7 asks, which one do you like better? The Sims 4 or The Sims 3? By the way, I love both. There's pros and cons to each. If I had to pick one, I would probably pick The Sims 4 just because I love the unlimited things you can do. I mean, they have tattoos finally. Victoria Ann 94 asks, what is the riskiest thing you and Brandon have ever done? Whether it was scary, funny, getting caught by the cops, LMAO. P.S. I love you guys. So this one day, Brandon and I were going bowling. We were going to this new bowling alley we had never been to before, and it was super hard to find. There were like a lot of back roads and things like that, and we just didn't know where we were going. Here we went into this wrong parking lot. Okay, we went down the complete wrong road. The parking lot to the bowling alley was across this like dip in the ground. There was like this dip of grass, and then it was the bowling alley parking lot. To get to that other parking lot, you had to go all the way back out to the main road and turn and U-turn and all that crap. So Brandon was like, you know what? I'm just gonna cut through the grass. And I mean, it was a pretty big section of grass. And so Brandon just plowed out of the parking lot, through that dip, and up into the other parking lot. And I was like screaming. But the extent of riskiness that we take is sneaking snacks into movie theaters. I Like Pie asks, would you rather eat your Nana's toenail clippings or Brandon's? Probably Brandon's, only because I'm more exposed to them, like I pick them up off the floor. Queen Nat asks, how do you think fish feel having to live without access to pasta? I'm sure fish are very depressed. I'm sure they feel this void in their life that can't be filled with anything but a bowl of pasta. Hi Anna asked me for advice about heartbreak. Is it messed up if the guy who broke your heart is trying to talk to you or get close? That happened to me once before. That's not healthy, that's not right. Even though the breakup was kind of mutual, like I wanted it as well, I had to just remind myself of the things that he did wrong. When you're going through a heartbreak, it's best to remember why you broke up. Don't reminisce all the happy times. Distance yourself from him, girl. Guppy Abby, do you know what 69 means? And if so, explain it. I love you, Adria. Party Poison asks, at what point does bread officially become toast? That's a question for Vsauce. I feel like the moment it becomes toast is the second you pop it down in the toaster. Once that happens, there's no going back. It's gonna be toast. It'll never be bread again. It sounds like we're talking about like conception or something. Lemon Tea Charm asks, would you eat a live cockroach for $1 million? Yeah, I would. I would eat a live cockroach for $1,000. Like, girl, like, help. ISS Adventures asks, what is the biggest rumor or gossip you've ever heard about yourself? Okay, so I wanted to do a whole video about this, and let me know if I should, but one time this guy asked me if this rumor about me that he heard was true, and I was like, what? I didn't even know that there was a rumor about me. He said it just like this, okay? I kid you not. He said, well, I heard a rumor that you slept with 2 black guys at the same time. I was like, excuse me? I was like, wait, what? Have you ever just heard something that you were just not ready for? Yeah. Party Poison says, what if oranges were a different color? That'd be like, what if a fly didn't have wings? It would just be a walk. If 2 people on opposite sides of the world drop a slice of bread at the same time, does the earth become a sandwich? Yeah, technically it would. Abby Verplank05 asks, are you a human? No. I'm convinced that I am from Venus. When I channel my energy, that's the answer I get. Kelly Fink 1 asks, how many times per day do you go to the bathroom? Maybe like 4 or 5. Alex Soligan asks, what is your favorite thing about yourself? Probably that I have learned to laugh at myself and make jokes and not be so serious all the time. If I were to take certain parts of my life super seriously, I would be even more depressed than I am, but the fact that I choose to just kind of make light of things and just laugh and joke kind of makes things easier to go through. Renee G13, what is the weirdest thing you've ever done to impress someone? I remember one time I was at the mall with a friend and there was this guy that was super cute. Like, we didn't really know him or anything, but like we were just kind of talking to him and stuff. I just straight up planted my hand down on a display table in PacSun and I just started twisting my arm around. I'm like, look at that, dude. He wanted to take me out for coffee after that. So I guess it worked. Ninja Pants Co asks, what do you do when you're by yourself? No judgment. Frida, can you not caress my tripod? I film videos, I edit videos. I kind of just chill. Nothing exciting. I don't know. Like, I'm not just sitting here all day like, eh. What is the grossest thing you do on a regular basis? By choice, not like pooping or something. Probably plucking Brandon's back hair. I like plucking hair a lot. It kind of makes me bug-eyed and crazy. My Life as Adrian asks, do you like cantaloupe? I actually don't like cantaloupe. And Tando asks, do you still wear those mouth things when you go to sleep? I do. Probably not as much as I should. Does anybody else hear like children screaming? You guys are gonna be suspicious of my dungeon if that doesn't stop. We'll end it with Brandon's question. Brandon wrote, rather grow fingernails instead of hair or hair where fingernails are? Probably hair where my fingernails are because then I could just like trim them and make them look like the fuzzy nails. Having fingernails grow out of my head kind of sounds disgusting and then I would look kind of like a reptile or something. That would be kind of cool though. Maybe I would pick that. So that is gonna do it for this edition of Ask Adria. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. I post videos 3 times a week and you can follow me on all my social media. All of that is found in the description box below, as well as my vlog channel and other fun things. Go take a look at them. Go down on me, ho. I feel like this video was a little bit dirtier than it should have been. Oh well. And yeah, if you go follow me on all my social media, you'll know when I'm gonna do future Ask Adrias or like Snapchat Q&As and things like that, so you don't want to miss out on that, girl. So yeah, I will see you guys again real soon. Until then, panda hugs. I love you guys. Bye! Frida hacked up a hairball over there.